Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for November. I do hope you guys are all doing well. I'm going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Sagittarius. So guys, take what resonates for you and just leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in, Sagittarius. But as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? All right, Sagittarius, you are starting out with Justice in the reverse. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. All right, so, as a side note, because I know this is a love reading, but as a side note, I do feel like your money has been coming kind of slow. It is going to get better. There could be a little bit of energy of you kind of having to, rob Peter to pay Paul a little bit or really balance out your finances here. But I do feel like you're going to get good news with regard to that. That's just a side note. What I am seeing as far as relationship, that you might be involved in a connection that you feel is a little bit unbalanced here. And you're feeling a little bit, it's off-putting to you. I do feel like you will communicate that. You're trying to figure out how to communicate that in a balanced way. I do see you being pretty balanced here, but there's this sense of injustice that you're experiencing and you want to communicate about that. So let me see who's in your energy, Sagittarius. Show me who's in Sagittarius energy. All right, we have the Lovers. You could be dealing with a Gemini. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Swords reverse. So I can tell you right now that this person has no clue how you're feeling. This is somebody who feels that you are a soulmate. I do feel like they'll be open to talking to you about the situation. Now, this could be somebody who has choices with regard to love as well. But I feel like, particularly in this deck, this is somebody who definitely has strong feelings for you. They feel that you're a soulmate, and they're completely oblivious to how you're feeling for some reason. I do feel like they're going to be open to talking to you about it. Let me see. Show me the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Oh, the Five of Wands. There might have been conflict here, and the Four of Cups reversed. So I do feel like there's been some conflict here. It's like a push-pull kind of energy, which is why you're feeling kind of put off by this. In their energy, they're kind of looking back at everything that's happened here. Yeah, they could be like appearing to kind of ignore you, but they're not. This person is oblivious, I'm telling you. This is the energy of somebody who may have been disrespectful to you. It's like they're oblivious to that fact, though. With the Four of Cups here in the reverse, they're looking back at what's taken place during this conflict. So I do see there's been some conflict here. Let me see what's affecting this connection. The Page of Wands, communication. Could be that there's somebody new trying to inject themselves in the situation as well. We'll clarify that just to be sure. It does look like there's some immature communication that's taking place, though. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. The Sun. Well, that's good. So I do think that whatever's taken place here, Sagittarius, is going to be cleared up. I really do. I think that the person you're dealing with is a poor communicator, and you might be a little bit immature with communication as well. You could both be very young, but what I'm seeing is that balance will be restored, and I'm seeing that there's going to be a happy outcome here, but it's going to come through communication. So bottom of the deck is the Strength card in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Leo here. I see strong Leo energy, but as an underlying energy, this indicates fear. There's fear that's involved in this. So you might be afraid to confront this person with whatever's taking place here. It also indicates to me that there's a need for each individual to really start looking at self and working on their own issues. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Justice card in reverse for Sagittarius? Yeah, there it is again, that Two of Pentacles. All right, so the Hermit in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. You've been trying to figure this out. You've been trying to figure out how to balance this out, how to bring balance into the situation for a while. And I do feel like you are figuring it out. You are going to do that. You're going to bring the balance in. It almost feels like it's a delicate thing because there's this fear of causing more issues, more problems. Let me see why the Page of Pentacles is here. Why is the Page of Pentacles here for Sagittarius? The Star card and the Hierophant in the reverse. So that's your hopes and your fears right there. You're exploring this internally. You've been thinking about this with the Hermit here in reverse. It's your hopes and your fears. So your fears are that if you discuss this with this person, it could cause an end to the relationship. Yeah. Because I can see there's conflict. It's like a push-pull, push-pull. It does appear that you are still with this person, and it also appears that there is communication here. So you want to bring balance into this. You're trying to figure out how to do that. And I see that all over in your energy here. But your fear is that it could create an ending if you communicate how you're feeling. I would caution you, Sagittarius, that you don't let your feelings build up. You know, you need to find a way to communicate your feelings without, you know, exploding. Let's see why the Two of Pentacles is here. Why is the Two of Pentacles here for Sagittarius? Five of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you love this person. You love this person. So if the two of you are a little estranged, you haven't, maybe there's been a little break in the communication, although I don't see that. I feel like you are with this person. But I do feel like you're dealing with some issues of rejection or abandonment. That could be where this fear is coming from. You don't want to lose this person. So you're being very delicate in how you approach this. Yeah, because your goal here, Sagittarius, is to get the two of you on the same page. You do love this person and they love you. And this is a soulmate, by the way. You both have it in your energy. Let's look at their energy because I'm telling you, I feel like this person is oblivious to what they've done. Let me see why the Lovers is here. Ooh, they're stubborn. Seven of Wands. Nine of Wands. So this person's stubborn. They kind of dig in and then they don't want to back down. They're a little bit defensive. Yeah, and I feel like this person also, you know, they want to resolve the problems, but they also want to be right. And so they're kind of dug in. Yeah. Let me see why the Page of Swords is in reverse. Ten of Coins reversed and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This could be somebody who tells white lies too. And when I say white lies, they think that what they're saying is inconsequential, like it's not important, but it is. They could also be somebody who is withholding some information from you. And the reason they're doing that is because they fear the ending of this connection. They could also be receiving bad advice from family members or close friends here. And they're not moving forward. There's like, there's this stagnant energy. So this person, it's like they get stuck in their ways and they don't know how to move out of that. And I don't feel like, they may feel like they're not very well supported by family or close friends, but they're getting bad advice from somebody and that's keeping them stuck as well. It looks like somebody is telling them not to open up about something, not to reveal something. So Let me see. Show me why the Four of Swords is in reverse. All right, we have Judgment, and we have the Six of Swords. So you two are going to communicate. I do feel like you are. You both want to keep this connection together. This looks like an argument. This looks like a bad argument. It looks like maybe two people who are either young or very immature. But either way, you both want this. You have the Five of Pentacles reversed. They have Judgment. You both want to keep the connection together. You want to be on the same page with this person. They want to move towards more peace. And there is a conversation that's going to take place here. So let me see. And I feel like this person you're dealing with, somebody's telling them that they don't need to talk to you about this. They don't need to go into it. So they're getting this bad advice from either a close friend or a family member. And it's not helpful. It's keeping them stuck. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups. There's the communication, Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. This person can also be a little bit impatient with you. And that's part of the problem. They get very impatient with you. They have trust issues. They're very stubborn. But I do see this communication. It's going to be communication back and forth. And this is the communication that's rapid. It creates rapid change. I do feel like you're kind of confused as to why this push-pull in this relationship. And I can tell you why. It's because somebody is influencing this person in a negative manner. I don't know why, but they are. I do feel like you have unconditional love for this person, though. And I feel like you're working to try to figure this out. What is happening here? Why is this happening? So it's going to be through communication. Let me see why the Page of Wands is here. Oh, you're angry. Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Swords in the reverse. And the Page of Pentacles. There's that communication. It could be a younger sibling, or it could be a friend or a younger sibling that's giving them advice. But it's keeping this person stuck. So I do see there's going to be communication. I see communication from you. I see this person communicating back. I feel like you want this person to cut out anybody that is giving them bad advice. You're going to tell this person that you don't need to be listening to this person. They're going to cause us to break up. This isn't, this isn't healthy for us. And I do feel like they're going to hear you. This person is going to hear you. And also, Sagittarius, this person is going to choose you over that whoever's meddling. I don't know what their intention is, but, I don't feel like they're giving good advice. They might not even have bad intention, but they're not giving good advice. I can see that you're angry about this. All right, so be careful with your words because you might be a little cutting. The Queen of Swords in the reverse is known as the bitch card. So when you approach this person, make sure you're not cutting and immature with the way that you do talk to this person. All right, because it does look like you carry a lot of power in this relationship. Let me see your outcome. Show me the outcome. All right, we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. And we have the Two of Wands. So I do feel like this is going to get resolved. It's going to resolve through communication, but not before there's a lot of anxiety on both sides. You're both feeling kind of trapped. You're up in your head. You're thinking about this a lot. You're trying to figure out how to bring clarity to the situation, and you're both doing that. Right now, Sagittarius, you're very unhappy, and it's the anxiety of the whole situation. It's bringing up a lot of fears for you. And you're well aware that whatever this situation is, that you're having to kind of tiptoe around this. So I do feel like that's making you really unhappy. You're trying to figure out what to do. You're not quite sure what to do. You just know what you want, and that's to be in a, you know, more peaceful place with this person. Now, in their energy, they're going through as much anxiety as you are. They also want happiness and clarity. So at the end of the day, they're going to choose you. I don't know who this person is that is trying to, you know, interfere in this connection or what their intentions are. But I can tell you that this person loves you. They feel you're a soulmate, and you two both want the same thing. This person will choose you over this other person. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. I just feel like there needs to be some communication for sure. Bottom of the deck is the Hangman in the reverse. So this has been going on for a minute. Whatever this is, it's been going on. And it's just about over. Is it going to be completely over by the end of the week? For some of you maybe, but most of you, it's going to be a process. It is coming. The happiness is coming. The clarity is coming. This person will choose you over whoever this person is, but it's just going to take a minute. And it also is going to require both of you to look at this from the other person's perspective. The Hangman in reverse is looking at things from a fresh perspective. So that will be also helpful. But I don't think that this is a deal breaker at the end of the day, unless you want it to be. And I can see in your energy and theirs that neither of you want that. All right, I'm going to pull a oracle card for you. Pulling for Sagittarius. All right, you have number 12. It's called Spirit of the Tree. It's talking about nature, priestess, and inner peace. If you're in need of a lesson, there is wisdom in the trees. Interesting. So it might be healthy for you guys to get out into nature a little bit. Maybe that's where you want to have this conversation. All right, so I'm going to read it. Your affirmation says, I am tuning into stillness, peace, and ancient wisdom. If you've pulled this card, you're being guided to deeply connect and vibrate with the energy of nature at this time. It has so much to teach you, especially the spirit of the trees. If you can be still, present, and quiet, and listen, only then will you understand all that it has to show you. An intelligence that has existed for millions of years, the power of deep breaths, ancient knowledge, and pure presence. The wisdom of the tree invites you to view abundance and existence in a whole new way, very different from the human way. It can teach you that you too can bear fruit and flowers gently and gracefully. You don't need to push or force things so hard. Our best work and flow come from a state of ease and contentment, not stress and hurry. This card can also be an omen that you are cultivating inner peace and wisdom. Your soul has been seeking deep rest and a break from society. Listen to that. It's okay to take a break from it all. A priestess of nature must have time in spiritual solitude to connect with the forces unseen. As a vessel of spirit, this is where she draws her power from. There is a clean and steady stream that flows right beside you. Will you take a drink from these life-giving waters? They hold ancient secrets and can purify you when you most need it, especially when your hands are dirty. Nature can help cleanse your soul after too much focus on city life or egoic desires. Trees have been here since the dawn of the earth, whereas humanity has only just arrived and seeks to conquer. We must remember our place alongside the trees. They are the wise and ancient ones. They are intelligent in ways that are far beyond us, different from us. They are vital in sustaining life. We could not go on without them, but life would go on without us. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Sagittarius. If you've resonated with this reading, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you have the opportunity to do that. Until I see you guys in your next reading, know that you are loved, and namaste.